Hello, it's another week of Joe and his military transition. Um, it's Monday, so I'm going to talk about what happened last week. Last week was very busy with work. So, one thing about military transition is that you have to set aside time to do your transition stuff because work takes priority. So at work, we just had an inspection. My time at work has been spent a lot of reviewing policies and procedures and finding ways on how to improve what we're doing at work. Typing up lots of documents. I've been typing up so much stuff. Um, Part of the problem of typing it up is it doesn't end with me. I type up something and then I have to get it reviewed, and so everything takes time. However, I did have the opportunity to get a couple of interviews last week. Let me see if I can find it here. All right. So last week, actually, let's put my face here. How about that? All right. So last week I had three phone interviews. One of them was with Google, and I'm not sure exactly um, what position it's for. They have so many positions available, and it was like a really strange interview. We had 20 minutes, and I think we she asked me like six questions, and it was just like, bam, 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 and I was like, what is going on? And at the end of it all, my brain was like fried. I had to like take some time and walk around and talk to like have normal conversations because it was so intense. It wasn't technically intense. It was just like it happened so fast. Google, in this case, Google used a former military veteran. She interviewed me, and she said that Google, whenever they're hiring veterans, they have a like a pool of people that I think they're talent people um, that are veterans, and they go in and they're the ones that go in and talk to the veterans and ask them questions and stuff. So I thought that was really cool. Um, I don't know what's going to happen after that. I think it was just to see what I wanted to do and what my skills are. I think that Google will find a role and then they'll train you into it because Google now has this Google on Air training program. Let me see if you can see that Google on Air. I think I talked about this before. Grow on Air. That's it. Grow on Air with Google. So Google Grow on Air. Um, they have a bunch of different learning courses that you can take. These on-demand ones. You can. They're live presentations, but you can go back and you can watch them again. So I think that's really cool. And it's growing. So I've watched this space here. I've watched this space here grow. So it went from a couple of events. Actually, let me show more. Yeah, I think it started. Huh? Maybe it was longer than I thought. Um, Anyways, so they have a lot of things, and you can go and register for them, and then you can take them. It's usually a 1 hour session, um, but they have now. I think where is it? Google Career Certificates. So, Google Career Certificates, you can get a certificate in different products like user experience design, project management, data analytics, or IT support with Google Career Certificate. So I think this is partnered with Coursera, and you go through Coursera. Coursera actually has a really good learning platform, and so you go through them and you do the courses, and then at the end you get a Google certificate. Let's go back to my calendar. Okay, hello calendar. So that was Monday at 2, then Tuesday at 10:30. Amazon Business interview. That one was really cool. The Amazon Business is sort of like a new arm of Amazon. It's for businesses. So they're right now they're functioning a lot like a startup. They're trying to create solutions for businesses, leveraging Amazon resources, and but at the same time they're trying to break away from the traditional Amazon sell stuff and become like a big business place for businesses to buy stuff. And that interview lasted an hour. There was a lot of good information to talk about, like what they needed and stuff. As they're growing, they're finding more and more projects and that they want to work on and problems that they need to solve. So I think it would be really cool to be part of like this little startup environment that Amazon has built in. The third one was, so I had 3 interviews in 3 days. The third one was with Liberty Mutual, and that one was really good because I was actually talking. So both of these, Amazon and Liberty Mutual, I actually talked to the managers that are working in those teams. Whereas in Google, I was talking to a hiring manager. Um, so Liberty Mutual, even though we only talked for 45 minutes, it felt like we talked for 15 minutes. I felt like we hit it off, and we went through a whole bunch of. I don't know if I wrote it down here. Let me see. I have a little notebook here. So it is for a data warehouse position to improve data quality and automating data quality controls. This position for a data warehouse position, and it's working deep into the data, cleaning up the data, making sure the data and the database is good for whatever customer needs that information. I think in this case it's human resources. Verizon. So today I interviewed with Verizon, and it's for business intelligence analyst, which also works with data, but you're transforming the data into like stories to talk about the information. There's dashboards, there's reports, compliance issues that you talk about. I'm just reading the sheet here that I printed out. You get to work with data engineers to ensure data quality is available for analytical modeling and stuff. So even though it is a manager role, they said it is a sole role. You're not over anyone. You're just managing. You're managing the data. The biggest interesting thing about this, and I guess the same with Liberty Mutual, is that there's going to be. I'm going to have to learn some stuff. I think in Liberty Mutual, I'm going to have to learn some SQL, some database stuff. In Verizon, the environment that they're working on is JavaScript, and I'm by no means like proficient in any of these. I have very like basic knowledge of this stuff because I haven't worked on it in a long time. Anyways, talking to everyone between Amazon and Liberty Mutual and Verizon. Why don't I have Verizon on here? I guess this is the wrong calendar. It is spring break. I am taking spring break this week, by the way. I think they understand that some people may be coming without the background because they don't work on it, or in my case, I haven't worked on it in a long time, and so they always say you can always learn, and they want to know like how you learn and how to take advantage of learning opportunities when they come your way, So I think between the two, I think I would like either one of these as a fellowship because I really want to get to know more about working with data in different ways. I think that there's a lot of growth and opportunity in the fields of data in the upcoming years, and these two companies they're very big companies, right? And they're doing a lot. They're getting a lot of data and they're reviewing it, and they're building products out of it to make their business better. And I think that would be really cool. Both of them are remote positions too, so I can do these from anywhere. During the fellowship, I think only one company, maybe two, are actually in the area, but everyone else is remote. So it's going to be interesting because I will have to really carve out my own space throughout the day and tell my family those are my work hours. Like, don't bother me, right? I know things come up, and but I have to do the grind. I think it'll be really cool. I hate leaving things unfinished at work, but it's just the nature of the work. It's always going to be there. Someone's going to have to step up or take up where I left off. I always try to do a good job of handing stuff over to the people that take my place, and I know that if I've been in some place for many years, they're not going to have the same experience and knowledge and cultivating relationships that I had, and so everyone does things differently. I mean, the person that takes my place could have a different approach to solving these problems, and that's okay. I mean, The problems need to get solved. Back to me. I don't have Thursday. No, Wednesday. I have an interview with Packard Parts. Packard Parts. Let's talk about Packard. Oh, last week I kept saying McKinstry, but I think the name of the company is McKinstry. Packard Parts. Bam. This is Packard Parts. They're freaking huge. They're all over the world. Packard Parts. They're an auto parts, not auto parts. I guess a tractor trailer. They make big trucks. They modify big trucks, and they work with parts for big trucks. So like Peterbilt and Kenworth trucks and DAF trucks, or I guess they pronounce them DAF trucks. Oh, let me go back. And they have a lot of, like, under careers, they actually have a military career section, and you could go and look. These are all the people. Let me see. There is a explore career opportunities. Apply now. I think they had a map. Yep. Here's a map, and you choose the United States, and you wait for it, and then you just do view all jobs, search jobs, and there's 239 jobs available in the United States right now. A lot of them in Texas, up here in Washington. So even though they are a parts company, they have like different departments. I mean, they're a huge company. They have everything, right? They have engineers, human resources, lots of engineering, right? Embedded hardware engineer jobs. They have internship jobs like Amazon Web Services cloud engineer. So if you have AWS skills as a cloud engineer, they have jobs internship for you. Data engineer job, information technology down in Mexico City. They have lots of jobs. They do the Hiring Heroes Fellowship, and this tells you like where they've placed people before. That's it really for this week. For last week, what is this? So I'm gonna get those interviews done. Well, the other interviews I already talked about Verizon today. I think that went well, but I don't know if I'm the candidate that they're looking for, because I think they want someone with stronger computer programming skills. Yeah. And this one, yeah, Packard. Packard might be good today too. I mean, one of the things I asked them was it them, or I think there was another company. I forgot what company. One of the companies here I talked to. Oh, it was McKinstry. I think it was McKinstry. I said, could I? I'm sure Packard might be the same too. It's like, could I do the fellowship here, but apply for a position at another location and use my experience um, here as a way to like help vet me through the hiring process and get me higher up on the interview boards, I guess, because they had already interviewed me and stuff. So it's the actual like placement interview, like for the actual job. So I guess we'll see. I hope I'm making these right decisions for what I want to do when I grow up. There's so many opportunities, and I really want to use what I've learned and grow from that too, and build and do cool things and help solve problems. Um, yeah, I guess that's it. Anyways, it's spring break week. Family's out because I had an interview. They're coming back soon. So, all right, I'm gonna go. Have a good day, everyone. Bye. I can't touch it. It's too far away. I'm just gonna click the record button. Stop recording.